Hello and welcome to the RG10 podcast. Now, I'm going to start with a health warning. You may want to turn the volume down for the next few seconds because things are about to get pretty loud and I don't want anyone to hit us with a lawsuit for ear damage. Are you ready? Here we go. This is not a sound effect, it is genuine, real-life, raucous applause, and it was the constant backing track for Monday's Twyford Together Community Awards, held at La Fontana, and the ceremony where the heroes of the village are celebrated. First award of the night was for Young Achiever of the Year, sponsored by Ideal Branding. It's for a young person or persons aged 11 to 25 who have done something extraordinary in the local community. The winners were Matthew Mann, Charlie Mann, Tom Hicks and Guy Branston. And if you've been to King George's Recreation Ground over the past few weeks, you'll have seen why they are so deserving of the award. But I'll let them tell you all about it. You're about to hear from Matthew and Charlie, but first, here's Guy.
We have won the Twyford Young Achievers Award. The Twyford Together Young Achievers Award, that's what we've won.
Well done. And why did you win it?
We won it because we were part of the focus group and the driving force for the rebuilding of the new Twyford skate park.
The driving force, that's an incredibly impressive statement. Now, could you give me a bit more information? Guy says you were the driving force. Matthew, over to you. Exactly what did you have to do? What happened?
So we filmed videos and we publicised the new skate park and we encouraged people to donate and fundraise to get these awesome facilities.
Tell me, how much money did you raise?
We raised just over £20,000, so very impressive.
Yeah, how long did it take to do that? What went into it?
Well, we went to a lot of festivals and events and encouraged people to put a bit of money in and help raise the money for the skate park.
Yeah, you went. I remember you being at the beer festival last year. What was it like going around to a load of strange people who were a little bit drunk in the middle of Twyford, who you kind of know, asking for money? It can't be an easy thing to do.
No, so that was one of the first fundraising events we went to. And yeah, we just sort of went thinking we're going to try and raise some money, go around, talk to people, tell them what it's about. And we ended up on stage, actually.
Finally, over to you, Matthew. What do you hope the skate park will bring to the people of Twyford?
I hope it's like a community project so everyone can get involved in and enjoy and thrive and get better.
And Matthew, Charlie and Guy also wanted to give a big thank you to Twyford Parish Council and Lucy Moffat in particular for their crucial funding and management of the project. One of the most sought-after prizes every year is the Food and Drink Awards, sponsored by Benedict Charles Financial Planning. And the winner was the Wagon and Horses pub. Darryl, the landlord who only took over the pub in September, couldn't make it to the ceremony, but as you'll hear, he had a more than able substitute in the shape of his friend Johnny, who helped him fulfil his dream.
All started off through a drunken conversation at my house. He wanted to run a pub, he wants to be nearer to his family. I said, I could sort it out, I reckon the Wagon and Horses. Very next day after saying that, he viewed the place, he loved the place, he wanted the place, and then he just wanted to do so good in it. And I don't think he thought he was going to get into that pub either. But he got in there, and the rest is history.
So the precise name of the award, it was the Food and Drink Award. What is so special, would you say, about the food and drink?
I tell you what, I have to go straight in roast dinners. Like, I've been with my other half, obviously Darryl's sister. Been together 11 years now. He'd come over to our place, say 5 years ago. He'd come in, he'd cook a roast dinner, and I'll be like, that is absolutely banging. And then he's taken over the pub, and what he's done, he's improved. I don't even know how he's done it, but he's improved it so much more. He goes in there, and where the pub used to be a certain amount of meals every week, literally you're fighting to get a seat at a table to have one of Darryl's roast dinners, and I cannot fault it. It is absolutely amazing. And if you think I'm lying,
I don't think you're lying, I believe you.
I'll tell you what, you personally go down there, have a roast dinner, and it will be on the house for yourself. and then you can judge for yourself.
Marvellous. I'm going to wrap up the interview there because I'm not going to get a better offer tonight. Johnny, thank you so much.
Cheers, mate.
OK, before we go any further, it would be good to know a bit more about the whole process, how the winners are chosen, that kind of thing. RG10 magazine's very own Nikki Ockman has been involved from the early days of the Twyford Together Community Awards.
I think originally it was conceived as a business awards, and it over the years evolved into being a wider community awards with business categories. But it was really Gordon Story, the wonderful late Gordon Story, Mr. Twyford, as many people remember him, of Twyford Village Partnership, now Twyford Together, that set it all up and that got everyone involved.
So tell me about the whole process. People are nominated and then I presume winners are chosen. You're involved in that process, I believe. What's it like? How tough is it?
It's really tough. Sometimes you just get gazillions of nominations for one category and then fewer for another, so you never know what to expect, but there's a brilliant response, really. Yes, I have been involved occasionally on the judging panel, which is a lovely privilege. I wasn't this year, and so it was a lovely surprise, really, to learn who all the winners were. But what happens is people nominate, all the nominations get reviewed by a judging panel, and there's just people representing different sectors of the community, usually a business, a charity, and someone in one of the public bodies. And consensus is reached as to the short list of usually 3 or 4 per category. The same evening, the overall winner is also decided on, but all of them are then invited to attend this awards evening. And the big reveal is who's actually the winner and which are the runners-up.
One of those big reveals was a very big reveal because it was an award for yourself, and I don't think anyone looked more shocked in here. Can you tell me what that award was?
Well, in memory of Gordon's Story, there is a category that people don't nominate for. It's just Twyford Together, so Chairman Rob Yeadon and the rest of the executive committee, I guess, decide who to recognise in Gordon's memory that's made a contribution to the community in some way. And I was absolutely flabbergasted and obviously delighted to receive a Gordon Story Award this evening.
So you now know what it feels like as a winner to receive an award, so you can give me an insight into that then, Nikki. I'm expecting some big words here. How did it feel?
I almost cried, actually. It was really, really unexpected, and I'm just absolutely delighted.
And there was also another winner of the Twyford Together Gordon Story Award for services to the community, and that was Holly McRitchie for fundraising activities for Age Concerned Twyford and District. And you'll actually hear from Holly in the next episode of the podcast, talking about a project that's been happening there. And it was a big night for Age Concern, as Debs Heffernan, Age Concern's care manager, won Citizen of the Year, awarded by Twyford Parish Council. Charity of the Year, sponsored by Grapevine Estate Agents, was won by My Cancer, My Choices, the Charville-based charity that offers complementary therapies from specialist therapists to people with cancer in Berkshire. I spoke to Claire Orr, the service delivery manager, and Claire Rhodes, their CEO. And it's Claire Rhodes you'll hear from first.
People tell us that it's sanity saving, it's their safe place where they can come and just be themselves and where they can just have an hour of treatment to focus on their own well-being instead of being on a conveyor belt of treatment.
And other Claire now, Claire O. Can you add to that if you would? What do you feel people get? What kind of responses do you get?
Yeah, I think one of the most important things about the charity is that anyone coming through our door is an individual, and we treat them as an individual. I'm right on the front line as the service delivery manager. One of my clients actually said it's like a warm hug from a big blanket when they walk through the door, because it feels safe, they don't feel judged, they know they can have a cup of tea and sit and they can talk, they can come into the office, they can spend time with us, and we can signpost them anywhere they need to go. So most of the time it's not just about the complementary therapies, it's also about their mental health, They may disclose other issues to us that we can help them with, and actually somebody just to listen to them. That's what's really important about it.
It's a very tough environment out there, raising money all the time. What kind of thing do you do to make sure that the cash keeps flowing in, if you like?
Well, we're really grateful to all the people that do donate to our charity, and we're really glad for their support. But we're putting on more events this year. It's our 10th anniversary, so we have lots of 10th anniversary events happening, and we'd love people to come and join in. For example, we're doing a 10k walk on the 17th of May, starting at Maple Durham and going a lovely loop around the banks of the Thames. So if anyone wants to come and join us for that and support people with cancer by taking that walk with us, we'd love to hear from them.
And finally, how did it feel to win the award today?
It was amazing, absolutely amazing. I'm delighted, thrilled to pieces, and it sort of just shows us the kind of people that are coming through our door and what we mean to them. So long may it continue.
And if you want to hear more from the team at My Cancer, My Choices, we actually featured them on the podcast in episode 6 of season 10, when they were handed the King's Award for Voluntary Services. That's the equivalent to an MBE for charities. Before we go into the final award of the evening, here's a mention to all of the other winners. Tradesperson of the Year, sponsored by Kitchen and Bathroom Place, was won by David Cox from Westgate Electrical Services. Community Group of the Year, sponsored by the Shred Quarters, was won by Twyford Drama. Teacher of the Year, sponsored by the Rural Pie Company, was won by Mrs Burke from the Collerton School. The Go Green Together Award, sponsored by RG10 magazine, was won by Ola Coffee. And Sportsperson of the Year, sponsored by Simply Fit, was awarded to GB duathlete Tamina Oliver, who was actually featured earlier on in this series of the podcast. Finally then, to the last award of the night, Business of the Year, sponsored by Home Instead. Here's Twyford Together's Master of Ceremonies, Rob Yeadon, with the big reveal.
And the winner is Shred Quarters.
And here's Shred Quarters Curran and his partner Nisha.
So we won the Business of the Year award today.
So what is Shred Quarters for those people who don't know?
So it's a functional fitness gym, and it's a gym for all. It's not a conventional gym. It's for all abilities, all ages, all genders, so everyone is welcome.
Tell me about the history of Shred Quarters in Twyford when you came here. Why do you think it's been such a success?
So we established ourselves in 2020, right in the middle of lockdown, which was an amazing time. But I think we are what we are because of not just our amazing coaches, but because of the amazing community in Twyford itself. So we didn't realise actually how close-knit and I guess cultured this community is, and that's helped us bring everyone together and build that. And we're almost 5 years into our establishment, and yeah, we've got a great member base, but most importantly, we've been able to help people with the health and fitness, which is the main thing, and improve their lives.
Cards on the table. My wife is a member and she absolutely loves it. I've never seen her get up at 5:45 for anything in her whole life, but she does. She's incredibly committed. How much hard work have you two had to put into making this success? Give me put a bit more flesh on the bones. What do you have to do? It seems to me, from what she tells me, that you pretty much live this 24/7.
So when you have your own business, you absolutely have to live it 24/7. It's the only way. But before I say anything, we absolutely have to put our coaches at the forefront of this, because we are what we are because of our members, but also the team that we've got, and we are what we are because of every single individual, and they bring something different to the table. But then in terms of outside of the gym, I can't take all the credit. Curran works really hard, and I'm saying that as his kind of partner in crime, that he puts his absolute 110% in every little thing, whether it's Valentine's and giving chocolates, name chocolates to every single one of our members, or Easter eggs. It's all about the balance, and we do it all. Or Curran does it all.
I'm shedding a tear here. I feel like I'm intruding on a private moment.
He's a very humble man.
She keeps me motivated and going, that's the main thing. Nisha she's my wife, firstly, and she's also working.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, just in case you didn't know who Nisha was, she's my other half. But she's always supported me throughout, even though this isn't her full-time sort of job. But she's always been there to support me whenever I've needed it, and she has helped me in the gym for many hours.
This seems to be less business of the year, more like feel-good movie of the year. This is a wonderful thing. Guys, thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you very much.
It's been a great night. Thank you.
So congratulations to all of the winners at the 2025 Twyford Together Awards. I'm sure that the roars of the cheering crowd will still be ringing in your ears.